Okay, it's 3 o'clock. State government come to order. Clerk, please call the roll.
Representative Sells.
Here.
Representative Bedsole. Here. Representative Rogers. Dr. Boyd. Here. Representative Butler. Here. Representative Chestnut. Representative Keel. Representative Kirkland. Here. Representative Lawrence. Representative Paramore. Here. Representative Shaw.
Here.
Representative Stothagen. Representative Wood. Here. Representative Yarborough. Here. We have a quorum.
Okay, first bill is HB 194 by Representative Pettis.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Under existing law, the state procurement code governs all purchase made by government entities. The exception within the procurement code is made for district attorneys and sheriffs, whose purchases are governed by local competitive bidding laws. This bill would provide the purchase made by volunteer fire departments and rescue squads exempt from the requirements of the state procurement law and are instead subject to the local competitive bid law.
Okay, it only affects rescue squads and fire departments, correct?
Volunteer fire department.
Volunteer fire departments.
Yes.
Any questions, any comments? Yes, sir. Okay, motion made by Representative Butler, second by Representative Kirkland. All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Okay, sir, your bill passes. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Next bill up, HB 229 by Representative Bolton.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, committee. This bill will designate little blue stem grass as the state native grass of Alabama, not the state grass, but the native grass. And the little blue stem grass, it provides a good, it's a warm season grass that helps with maintaining ecological balance and also with erosion control. And it's good for the wildlife and providing nutrition for them. And I've got Hunter Weathers with the College Republicans here who helped to draft this, and I'd like to let him speak momentarily.
Yes, sir. Welcome, Hunter.
Thank you. Thank you for giving me the chance to speak. We came up with the idea of this bill to be a way to highlight Alabama's biodiversity throughout the state. Little blue stem is found all the way from the mountains of Huntsville to the Gulf Coast. This bill is hopefully to be able to provide ecosystems throughout Alabama that will return them to what they were before settlement. Alabama used to be a vast networks of prairies and grasslands, and we hope to be able to find a way to restore that, especially through R&D grants by setting up outdoor classrooms that can teach younger kids about their local ecosystem and be able to provide a unique experience for them to be able to learn in the classroom. We teamed up with the Native Habitat Project. They're a conservation group out of Huntsville that teaches and educates kids on local plant species and ecosystems, and trying to show them that the benefits of little blue stem extend far beyond its aesthetic appeal. With deep fibrous roots that stabilize soil that withstand drought, it is a champion of soil conservation and land management. But perhaps most importantly, little blue stem symbolizes our commitment to preserving Alabama's natural heritage for future generations by incorporating this native grass into our parks, natural areas, and recreational spaces. We are not just enhancing the beauty of our landscape, but we are investing in the health and resilience of our ecosystems. So let us come together as stewards of the land to champion this cause for native biodiversity and conservation. Let us sow the seed of change, knowing that with each blade of grass, we are nurturing a brighter, more sustainable future for Alabama. We want to find a way just to be able to highlight our native biodiversity and show what was here before we came, and be able to show that this is be able to benefit mammals, wildlife, wildflowers, insects, everything that makes up an ecosystem and provides a good, healthy environment.
Yes, sir. I researched that, and you're exactly right. It's very important.
Thank you.
Any comments?
I have a comment.
Dr. Ford?
I appreciate you coming to my office, because I would have had a lot of questions about this, and showing me the video and taking time to explain, because I knew nothing about that, but I learned a little while ago some of the aspects that I needed to know, and I do appreciate that.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Any other questions?
How does this relate to golf course and golf course management?
So it can be used on the outer sides of golf courses. It's more of an aesthetic effect. It probably couldn't be used on the greenways, but it would be more used in landscaping areas.
So our personal loans, if we have contractors, developers who are building subdivisions, would they use this to sod?
Not necessarily sod. This is more in rural areas, more in a conservation setting, to be able to provide for things like bobtail quail, rabbits, butterflies, wildflowers. Used more in a setting, pasture lands, state parks, those kind of areas.
Maybe it should be the state rural grass of Alabama then, right?
That's right. Any more questions? Okay, motion by Representative Wood, second by Representative Shaw. All in favor say aye. Any opposed? Yes, sir, your bill passed. Thank you for your, yes, sir. At this time, I have another committee meeting. I'm going to turn it over to Vice Chairman Bedsoe. He'll take over. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Next bill on the agenda is HB 230, Representative Wilcox.
I also have my partner in crime, Representative Carrie Underwood, is helping me with this bill. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you, committee, for allowing me to present HB 230. Back in 2022, we passed a bill that we thought was reducing the paperwork burden on small businesses and all businesses in Alabama. Because some companies were under, that was the business privilege tax that we attempted to do away with for companies that didn't have a threshold of income. But what actually happened is that we, instead of reducing the statutory threshold for business, we actually increased by having them go to the Secretary of State's office and have to start a new report and report to the Secretary of State. So the annual reports were previously filed with the Alabama Department of Revenue by taxpayers, and now they have to go to the Secretary of State. The act did a lot of good things to lessen the tax burden, but like I said, we actually increased the red tape, and I know that that was not the intent. So the only way to correct that and actually reduce the burden on all businesses in Alabama is by passing HB 230. There's been a lot of confusion by small business, a lot of burdens on CPAs, and that's the reason why my co-sponsor is Representative Underwood, because there's been an outcry from small business owners. My own constituent, my former city councilman, John Williams, called me on a Saturday, just very frustrated. And then luckily, I ran into our esteemed Secretary of State, Wes Allen, at an event in Mobile, and he said, my team is already on it. They were fielding a lot of phone calls and complaints, and Representative Allen was there with us when we knew we weren't trying to create a burden, we were trying to lessen the burden. So we also have in support with us the Alabama Retail Association, National Federation of Independent Businesses, the Alabama Society of CPAs, and the State Board of Public Accountancy, because these CPAs are now having to charge their clients $150 to file a $10 report. They don't want to do it. You know, I think, Bubba, would you like to speak for the CPAs?
Yes, sure. I'm here on the chance that being with Margie on a presentation might make me famous because she's awesome and she can do that. Also, this bill is red tape, and we don't want to commit the time that is required as CPAs. We want to prepare the return, move to the next one, and this bogs us down more than we want him charged for. So when we talk about getting rid of red tape, it makes our offices more efficient, and I think that's a good response. So, yeah, this bill matters, not just for the person paying it, but for the people who are preparing it. We would rather not have this.
And if you have any technical questions, we have the Office of the Secretary of State, Mike Jones, our esteemed former member, and Jonathan Hester. They're here if you have any technical questions that we may not. But we tried to bring the whole team so that we could answer any questions you might have.
Mr. Chairman, at the correct time, I have an amendment to.
All right, yeah, absolutely. I was just about to ask if who had that amendment, so would you like to go ahead and explain that amendment?
Okay, it says replace lines 219 through 225 on pages 8 and 9 with the following. 28, principal office means the office in or out of this state, so designated in the annual report where the principal executive officers of the corporation or foreign corporation are located.
All right, we have a motion made for an amendment. Do I have a second? Okay. Representative Wood made the motion. Second from Representative Shaw. Any discussion on the amendment? All right, all those in favor of the amendment signify by saying aye. Any opposed? All right, the bill is now back before us as amended. Representative Wilcox, do you have any further explanation?
No, I would just ask for passage, please, or a favorable report, please.
Second.
We have a motion and second as amended. Any further discussion on the bill? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? All right,
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Appreciate y'all.
All right, next bill I have up is SB 106 with Senator Kitchens. Yep, 270, I'm sorry, thank you for that clarification. 270 will be carried over, Representative Sales is being carried over. So we have SB 106 with kitchens. Is anyone carrying that for kitchens?
That boy just gets up singing, don't even come. Carry it over to Colin Chair.
If there's no one that has any direct knowledge and feels comfortable speaking on behalf of this bill, then we'll just simply carry. Okay, so sales will be? Yeah, I would feel most comfortable with that if you don't mind. So let's just have that carry over since Representative Sales had to step down as well. So with seeing no further business, the meeting is adjourned.